Hey everyone, Nick here with another Alien Covenant TV spot breakdown. So this one is called Greatest Step, and unfortunately it's only been available in Vietnamese actually on the 20th Century Vox Vietnamese YouTube page. So throughout the video, some of the screenshots may have Vietnamese subtitles over them, so just kind of bear with it. So this one actually has a lot of interesting stuff here. We get to see finally the David bombing sequence in action, and we can see some new stuff with the Xenomorph. So here we go. Okay, so the first shot here shows us the dropship that the ground team arrives on to Paradise, and it looks like they're setting down over a lake, because in the next couple shots we can see them sort of walking out of the lander through shallow water. You can see Ferris here, who's the character played by Amy Seimetz, and she's the one that's going to be staying with the landing craft, and I think that she's going to be responsible for the actual destruction of the landing craft because she misses her shot and I guess it blows up the ship somehow. We'll have to just wait and see how that happens. Alright, so the next image is something interesting because there was another TV spot recently that came out. I didn't do a breakdown for it because it was rather short, but it did show us a bit about how the Xenomorph spore actually affects this soldier, who I believe his name is Ledward. I think I read somewhere that his name was Ledward on one of like the viral marketing pieces or something, but interesting, like it's showing him getting affected by the black goo. He's sweating now, you know, his eyes are darker, things like that, so kind of curious to see like how the whole transformations will go down, because this scene looks very intense, like the whole backburster sequence, everything, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing that on the big screen. Alright, so the next couple images we can see the Covenant crew looking up at the derelict ship. I'm guessing that they're trekking through the forests of this planet and they stumble across the Juggernaut, possibly due to the transponder or beacon that Shaw left behind, because in another TV spot we saw that there was some weird cryptic engineer hologram that Shaw left behind, so maybe that's what they're picking up on here and just heading towards that, and then they're shocked by what they see because it's an alien, you know, spacecraft. Alright, so to me this is probably one of the coolest shots of the stuff that we're seeing in this TV spot. So we can see the shower sequence again, but the cool thing is that we get to see the Xenomorph up close in action. I'm guessing this is the same shot of it in the shower about to kill the guy, who I think his name is Rix. So we can see the Xenomorph up close, the head of it. It looks very practical. I believe this is probably an animatronic head with the inner jaw, you know, attached to a piston or something, so it can fire really quickly and powerful like that and punch a hole right through the dummy body of the guy's head. So again, this shot right here proves that the Xenomorph will have some practical effects to it, not just be a fully CGI creature in the movie. Okay, so this stuff is going to be probably the money shot of this TV spot. It's basically the David bombing sequence that we've been seeing and hearing a lot about from CinemaCon first, and then we saw some images recently from Empire and Entertainment Weekly, but here we get to see it in action, and this shot right here, we get to see the engineers actually fleeing as this sort of air fills with the black goo, all this stuff, spores flying about, just all this crazy stuff happening, very chaotic sequence, and you can't just help but notice like all these poor engineers getting completely massacred by David here. And if you actually zoom in on certain shots, you can see that they have been petrified by the black goo, and you know that they turn into that sort of Pompeii like husk that we see in some of the other shots in the previous trailers. Okay, so the last shot of this TV spot here, it looks like it's towards the end of the film because this is the same lander thing that Tennessee is piloting while the alien jumps on it and tries to smash through the window. And also we can see later on Daniels, you know, hanging from a wire shooting at it. But it looks like the crew, the ground team of the Covenant is running towards the landing craft here. You can see again more of the petrified corpses of the engineers, but that's gonna do it for this TV spot. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you guys think was the coolest thing out of this one? I think personally for me it's a toss-up between seeing the animatronic Xenomorph head up close or seeing the bombing sequence finally realized on screen. I think that the bombing scene is probably going to be one of the best sequences of the whole movie, so I'm really hyped up for the movie. We're very close, you know, Alien Day is just 4 days away now, so thank you guys again for watching. My name is Nick, and for more on Alien Covenant in the Alien and Predator universe, subscribe to the Hybrid Network.